The only way to decide which kicks you should actually be practicing during this crazy, weird time we've got to go now is for you to listen to me and nobody else, and I'll give you a tier list on which kicks are best. Make sense? Good.
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to decide. We've been waiting for this moment so long. Which kick is the best? Which kick hails in supremacy to all other kicks? Which tricky kicky picking am I going to kicking trick, okay? That was bad. It's pretty self-explanatory. S tier is the best. I don't know why, so I guess it's not self-explanatory. I don't know, I feel like it's a gamer thing that people understand and I don't. Then you go down alphabetically from there. I don't know, maybe it's like a British people grading system that I don't understand. Let's hop into it. First and foremost, let's talk about one of my favorite kicks, the hook kick. Okay, the hook kick is cool. It's one of the flashier kicks. You see it in movies all the time. You see it in point karate a lot. But truth be told, it's not that powerful most of the time. You can make it really strong and you can really work on finessing it. But at the end of the day, on average, the hook kick is not going to knock somebody out. Cool, not that powerful. So with that being said, hook kick, C tier. Also, I'd love to hear everybody's opinions on this. I guess I'll listen to them. I'll read them. You know, if they're different than mine, I'm probably not going to care. No, I do want to hear your opinion. So if you've got something that you disagree with, let me have it. I can take it. I promise. It's been a while since I cried. So let's stick with the basics. Let's move on to front kick. Front kick is one of those kicks where you have to be square. Your knee comes up to your chest. It's used a lot in different styles like Taekwondo, Muay Thai, Karate. It's very useful. However, front kick, you have to be square. It's not a very variable operation. I have to be moving forwards or sitting still in order to throw it. There's the obvious, this is Sparta. But other than that, I think it's kind of limited. It's really hard to throw good front kicks to the face unless you're like Anderson Silva. It happens every now and then. However, it's stronger than the hook kick for sure. I want to go somewhere between an A and a B for the front kick. I'm going to go with a B. I'm going to lean on the side of hesitancy. Don't think that's a word. We're going to give a front kick a B. Crane kick is a lot like a front kick. A crane kick is just a front kick that you faked the first one and then you threw the second one. So we could be talking about the crane kick that was made famous by Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. Or we could be talking about the crane kick that was thrown by Lyoto Machida against Randy Couture, which we call a double jump kick. It's whatever. The crane kick is one of those techniques that's really cool, but we've only seen it work twice. And the first one was in a karate movie in 1984. Also, I know it wasn't actually Johnny Lawrence. Calm down. So, that being said, crane kick. Crane kick might be D tier. Sorry. Also, I've got a student that practices the crane kick a lot. I'm sorry, Jacob. I know you like the crane kick. It's very cool. You look awesome doing it. Keep at it. Question mark kick. Okay, we'll move on to question mark kick. Question mark kick is one of those really cool ones. It comes from a front kick and then swivels around to a roundhouse kick. It has the coolness of a front kick. It has the options of being able to swivel around and use a little more power, where the momentum changes from up to around, kind of like the same thing a jump does, where a jump, you have momentum going this way and then you pop that momentum up. Same thing with a question mark kick. Momentum coming this way from the kick and then it pops around. Question mark kick, I think, is one of the cooler ones you will see. It's one of them that I get questions about most. I guess that makes sense. So question mark is going to be our first S tier kick. I've made a couple videos on question mark kicks, so if you don't know what they are, just type in Sensei Seth question mark kick. I would put a link here, but this is going to take enough editing as it is. Please understand. Okay, flying side kick is one of those rare gems where you can hit somebody across the room with it. You can take off in a dead sprint, jump up, flying side kick mid-air. As long as they don't move anywhere, it's a great application. You could knock somebody's chest through their butt with a good flying side kick. But it's important to understand, though, maybe in the street it's not as applicable. It looks really cool, and also it's so hard to get a good picture of a flying side kick. You ever been like, oh, I want to take a cool picture of a flying side kick? Take a couple steps, jump, throw the kick, you're like, man, that felt awesome. And then you look at the picture, and you're like, where your legs are like in a weird place, and it doesn't make any sense because you don't remember moving like that. Yeah, very rarely do people actually look cool doing a flying side kick. So Flying side kick, D tier right there with the crane kick. We're gonna go back to the basics here with a roundhouse kick. Roundhouse is pretty cool. It's used in every style, pretty much. Karate, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Salat, other made-up martial arts. It's incredibly powerful. You see people like knocking down trees with roundhouse kicks. Roundhouse kicks are probably one of the most commonly, definitely the most commonly thrown kick in MMA. Doesn't have the cool, as long as you don't break your shin on Chris White's a solid. You're good. Roundhouse kicks are a gem. Pop it over, land on somebody's chin. You can smack somebody's leg with it. You can catch them in the ribs. So many applications for the roundhouse kick. So, roundhouse kick, A tier. Let's move on to the crescent kick. The crescent kick is a very Taekwondo close quarters. Crescent kick is like the close quarters option for Taekwondo, which is like not a hook punch, not like anything like that, like a crescent kick. A lot of Kyokushin guys throw crescent kicks as well, but it's more like a drop down rather than a smack with the inside or the outside of the foot. Yes, we're talking about both inside and outside crescent kicks here. Also, in my opinion, they're just not that special. So you can imagine where I'm about to go with this one. Crescent kicks, very cool, hard to generate power with, square hips, close body, doesn't have that much going for it, in my opinion. So with that being said, I have to make my own sound effects because I don't know where to find them on YouTube. F tier for the crescent kicks. Sorry, have I been hit with them in the past? Yes. Did it hurt that much? Crescent kick's like one of those kicks where if somebody throws an MMA, you're like, whoa, he threw a crescent kick, but it never lands. You never see somebody like knock somebody out with a crescent kick. So that being said, F tier. Speaking of which, let's talk about the axe kick. The axe kick is kind of similar where it comes up and then down. It doesn't smack around on the inside, it goes up and then down. It literally moves like an axe, hence the axe kick. Axe kick is an incredibly cool kick. People get knocked out with axe kicks all the time. However, the amount of physical abilities that you have to throw a good axe kick are probably more than the physical abilities of any of these other kicks. You have to have hamstring dexterity to pull it all the way up and then also be able to pull it back down. Like just the gravity and the weight of your leg is not gonna be enough to hurt somebody. You have to be able to pull it down. That's a hard kick to throw. So axe kick, very cool, very strong, very hard to land with power. I'm gonna say axe kick. I'm gonna go B. It's definitely stronger than a hook kick. It's a little bit harder to land than a hook kick, but it deserves the respect. It deserves the respect for sure. Spinning wheel kick. The spinning wheel kick. Okay, one of my favorite kicks personally. It has all the cool parts about the hook kick. It's a kick that comes around the outside and is very sneaky, but it has all the power of spinning in front of it. And let's just be honest, spinning makes everything look cooler. So it adds a little more power, makes it look cooler, makes this C choice of a hook kick, in my opinion, all the way up to S tier. We're taking the spinning wheel kick up to S tier. We've seen it work in MMA. We've seen it work in so many styles. Works for everyone. In my opinion, it's not that hard to throw. Spinning wheel kick, S tier. Not taking that one back either. You can't make me. Rolling thunder. This is the only kick on this list where you purposely throw yourself to the ground. It's primarily thrown in Kyokushin. There are videos of people getting knocked out with it. It's a really cool looking kick. You pretty much are like doing a front flip and letting your back leg flail over top of you in the process. A lot of people love rolling thunders. My opinion, they're cool. That's kind of it. Like if somebody's like, hey, what do you think about a rolling thunder? I'd be like, it's cool. You know, it's like, what else am I supposed to say about it? It has been verified to work though, so we're gonna give it rolling thunder, C tier, right there with the hook kick. Next we're gonna talk about the Sorry, I got a flashback just saying it. Next, we're gonna talk about the tornado kick. Tornado kick is really cool. It's more of a Taekwondo-based kick, which makes me want to give it a lower rank immediately, but it is what it is. It's been proven to work in MMA and all different kinds of martial arts styles where kicking is involved. Tornado kick's cool. Like, let's just be honest. It's a sick-looking kick. You spin, you pull your knee up, you fake something, and then you kick somebody with your front foot after you turn around. It's not that hard to throw. We're gonna give tornado kick A tier. A tier for the tornado kick, 100%. Oh, I got a little slight dizziness, even just like thinking about it. I did it right over there too. I can see this at the moment. Okay, moving on. Incoming Joe Rogan comments. Have you seen Joe Rogan throw this kick where he like turns and then he pulls his knee up? Have you seen Joe Rogan throw it? Honestly, I think he's got one of the best spinning rear kicks in the game. Yeah, man, it's cool. It's good. okay? That's my opinion. My opinion about Joe Rogan spinning, that's not even this video. Spinning rear kick is obviously a devastating kick to land. It's probably the strongest kick you can throw, okay? Spinning rear kick, you spin, you turn your body, you use momentum, and then you drive through an opponent with the strongest parts of your body. Of course, it's an incredibly strong kick. If you throw this moving forwards, it's incredibly strong. If you throw it moving backwards, it can still be really strong. For the average person, it's a circular movement combined with a linear attack. So it makes it hard to land because like it'd be like if I went like this and then punched, right? Like I'm not gonna turn around and punch. It's a really interesting movement. Most of the things that you see where it spins, you have a side-to-side attack with it. I mean, think about it this way. You like very rarely spin and then punch straight. Spinning rear kick is one of those weird ones. And most people have trouble with it because you're not supposed to be spinning all the time. You're supposed to have a flipping motion where you go like this. But a lot of people miss that, so I'm gonna have to give spinning rear kick a slightly lower score, only ever so slightly. We're gonna move spinning rear kick to an A tier. People land spinning rear kicks in competitions all the time. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna hold my guns on this one. It's at the same level as a front kick. To me, it's the same level as a front kick and an axe kick because what happens if you miss a spinning rear kick, you're in big trouble of getting caught, dumped. You have to be sort of close range to get this one. If you miss it in front of somebody, so the kick goes this way, they can grab your back, take down. If they miss this way, now you ended up like this. Your face in my face, bang. Spinning rear kick, B tier. Comment away. Go ahead and share Joe Rogan's link with me. I'm ready for it, I'm prepared. There's nothing you can do to make me change my mind, especially after I publish it. I mean, what am I gonna do after that? So this was a lot of fun. This is all the kicks that we have here today. I'm super happy that we got to talk about. I thought we weren't going to talk about this one. This one's kind of a sore subject. I thought we weren't going to bring this up. I was told it doesn't work. My PR guy said that it was a non-factor, that we wouldn't have to bring it up, that we wouldn't have to talk about it. Why? Ever since the accident, I mean, I was told it doesn't work, and then this happens. I'm in such a confused state recently. I just at first Shane Faith and then Mike say that it doesn't work, and there's no way that works, right? I'm supposed to believe it doesn't work, but then I got hit with it. Put it together. I'm good. Side kick is one of the strongest kicks you can throw. It uses all of the muscles that you use to jump and propel yourself into the air. You're taking your heel in a piercing movement, going through somebody's ribs or belly button, sending a surge of power through your booty, to your hamstrings, through your knee, your calf, all these different moving parts straight through your opponent. Side kick is one of the most bomb kicks out there. With that being said, they don't work. So, F tier for sure. Yeah. Great. Sweet. Thanks for watching, everybody. Obviously, we couldn't get all the kicks in here that I wanted to. It's whatever. Maybe we'll do another one in the future. I've got something really cool coming up in the form of a series of YouTube videos where I collaborate with you guys. We'll Skype call, and I don't want to go too far in on it because there's people out here who will steal my stuff, okay? I don't need that. So if you want to be involved in it, make sure you follow me on Instagram, turn on the notifications, and be ready for the second that I announce it and declare that I'm going to be picking people to do video chats with. That's all you need to know. Understood? I might even come up with a theme song for it. I'm so excited. If you like it, or even if you don't like it, I guess, share it with your friends, hit that like button, turn on the notifications, all the other cool stuff that YouTubers tell you to do that I'm not as good at yet with my outros. And then if you don't subscribe, I don't know, I guess I'll just like pick one of these and smack your nostrils with it. Understand? If you don't subscribe, I'll kick you with any of these bits here. Got it? Peace. That's solid.